So maybe you just write here, help me with VLOOKUP formula. Explain in a clear way by using an example. This is how AI can help you. So it will explain you how VLOOKUP can be useful and how it can work with a use case. This is your data set. You just copy this data set, come back to Excel. This is the data set. Come back to Excel. You got your data set here. Come back here. What question it want? You see, it is asking multiple questions. It is explaining this VLOOKUP formula. You just try to apply this VLOOKUP formula now. Maybe I just go here. I write this formula. What was the E value? It is telling me E2 value is 103. I'm looking for a result for 103. And you see you are getting Aman. Now you can understand how this VLOOKUP has been applied. What is this 103? And now you can just concentrate. You can look at the definition, how it has explained you. So all the recordings are uploaded to your LMS portal. So do not worry. You can just watch all the recordings there. Clear? Great. So those who are still confused, this is Q&A session, guys. This is not any regular session. This is just a Q&A session where I try to answer the questions which you asked through the Google form link. So if you have any doubt, you can just still drop your queries through the Google form link. Great. Yes, you can do that. So whatever we learn in Q&A session, this can also help you whatever your regular learnings are in multiple ways. This is actually a big question, that how can we transform data in Power BI? There are multiple ways to transform data in Power BI. Let me just show you some of the ways that how can we transform our data there. Okay. Let me just open Power BI. I hope you guys know already what Power BI is. So Power BI is nothing but a business intelligence tool, which is uh, mainly used to generate insights from a raw data, and which further can help you to make data driven decisions. I'm just starting with a blank report, and let me just load the data. So we want to learn that how can we transform raw data into insights, or how can we create dashboards. All the steps are written in detail. Let me just show you one or two examples that how do you get started. Okay, this is your Power BI. For example, I'm just loading the sample data. You can get any data by using get data from another source. For now, I'm just loading the sample data. Load sample data. You can select the data which you want to load. So I'm loading some data here. Financial data, and then just load. It will take few seconds and it will be loaded, and then we will start working. Okay, let's this data set loaded. Okay, I think data is loaded. Yeah. So here if you see, you have all these columns. In table view also you have the view similar to Excel. You can see all these columns here. This is the data which you have. So there can be multiple ways of transforming data, but the major tool which we use here in uh, let's say Power BI to transform the data, that is called Power Query Editor. How do we open Power Query Editor? You can just click on these three dots and here you see transform data. So the moment you click on transform data, it will open another tool which is inbuilt to Excel as well as Power BI. This is called Power Query Editor. As the name on top you can see, it is Power Query Editor only. Now here we can perform all the transformation, whatever you want. For example, maybe you don't want these three columns. Shift, right arrow, you select, right click and click on remove columns. Your columns are gone. Maybe you, let's say, want to display country in capital letters. You just go to transform, format and make them into uppercase. And your countries are in uppercase now. So all these are nothing but transformations only. Whatever you want to do. Maybe if you want to replace some values, right click, you can replace values, you can replace errors, you can remove duplicates, remove errors, you can do lot of things. You can perform splitting, you can fill, drill down, so many transformation you can easily perform here. Once you are done with all these transformations in Power BI, you go to File and load your data, close and apply. And this data is loaded back to Power BI desktop where you can use it for dashboarding. Okay. Gorak, you cannot directly install Power BI to Mac machine. You need to use some third-party software to do that. Okay. For Python, do not worry. You no need to install anything. You can always use Google Colab by using any browser. So don't worry there. You can directly use. So here comes the interesting part, that how can we create an analytic report or how do we create a dashboard. So let's try to create some basic dashboard in Power BI so you will understand. So these are the visualization pane which contain different type of visuals which you can use to create your dashboard or maybe a report. So I'm considering that you are well aware of the basics of Power BI and you are learning. This is just a doubt. So for example, you take, let's say this is my card KPI. You take any field, whatever you want to display. For example, I want to display gross sales. It is displaying me gross sales now. I can just minimize this. I will take another time this card visual here only. And this time I might want to display total profit. You got sale, you got profit. Same way, maybe I want to display chart, maybe this chart, where I don't want to display profit and sale only. I want to display gross sales. I want to display profit, but I want to display them with product or country. So you see, country wise, you can see your profit and sales. There are a lot of customization which you are supposed to do. So if you select any visual, here you have format your visual option, which will allow you to perform lot of customizations. For example, you are setting this, you can disable the title, so many things you could do. It is going to take a lot of time, but yeah, I'm just telling you that this is how you can possibly do it. Make sense? Maybe you might want to display the trend also. So you just take a line chart. This is very rough idea. So you just give it a proper time or maybe attend your sessions to understand it better. Date, and you can display the profit with respect to date. It does not taking. Yeah. And you got your tiny whiny dashboard, which does not look very good. But yeah, something like this is nothing but a dashboard. Yes, you can. If you mistakenly delete some column, so everything is being stored in steps. On the right panel, you might have observed. So if you click on that right panel and if you delete any step, yeah, you will get back your column as well. And those who want to get these notes, these documents are uploaded always to your LMS. So from there, you can directly access and you can read them. Clear? Make sense? This video will also be uploaded. But again, don't get confused. Just be very, very positive. This is Q&A session only. You have some detailed session. Attend those, you will understand more better. But still, I hope I am helping somehow. Using AI to solve SQL stored procedure problem. So see, the problem you are making, guys, you are unable to ask questions correctly with AI, whether it is about Excel problem, SQL problem, or any other problem. For example, I had just wrote an example. You might be wrote, fix this SQL. See, machine does not understand your emotion. ChatGPT does not understand what exactly you want. So you need to write a good prompt. You need to write in a way that it understand your ways of problem and then can help you. Let me just give you an idea how do you write a good prompt when you are using any AI tool. This is the most, or this is how I write, and this is how I utilize it. Okay. For example, I need only three things. I need to define the role. I need to define the situation or maybe context, and then maybe what I want. So maybe I need to just provide here some rule or maybe expectation. So role is nothing but if you are solving an Excel problem, you tell act as an Excel expert. If it is a SQL problem, act as a SQL expert. So act as a, I'm telling, act as a SQL expert who has great experience in data science solving problem. Whatever you write, है ना? You write in your own language and it will be done like this. Then maybe you need to provide the situation. I am working on a data set which contains columns slash fields such as dot 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 dot. You write all the column names. What do you want? I have wrote an SQL procedure to get. You write your result. What do you want to get? Now you just say, can you just check it and debug? Then it will work perfectly. I will be able to solve your problem. Or else what it will do, whatever SQL procedure you paste, it is going to give you some answer. Those answer might be relevant, might not be relevant. So if you want to get only relevant answer, that's the only way forward, that you define a good prompt. Always you ask question through a prompt only. Okay. Make sense? Okay. See, if you want to see where do we use Python in Power BI, uh, here you see you have direct visual. You have this Python visual. Here you can write. You need to enable and here you can write Python code. For example, if I take profit here, it is asking me to write your code or paste your code by generating through ChatGPT. Anyhow, I hope you got the answer that how do you solve a SQL problem using AI. So AI can solve almost all the problems. But first you need to understand the problem, what problem you are solving. If you don't understand that, then it is going to become difficult even for ChatGPT or for you both. Make sense? Okay, then you are wrong, Ashlata. AI does not only understand number, AI understands everything because you are writing in text and AI is understanding your text. That is what NLP is used for. NLP is nothing but a technique, natural language processing, which is used to convert your text information into the numeric information, which happens in backend. And that is how your models understand your language and generates answers in your language. Okay, clear? Yes. See, here you have this Python script. So if you select this Python script, automatically it will ask you to drop or drag a value field. So value field, we have profit, you can take gross sale, you can take any field. And then you can simply go to ChatGPT and ask to write a code, whatever you want. And I want to create a custom chart. So Python is mainly used in Power BI to create custom charts, custom visuals. Okay. Nice. Tokenization again is a different thing, guys. That is component of your ChatGPT or any AI model. So your ChatGPT models or any other models, they don't read your word as a word. They read your word into tokens. So if even if you have a larger word like hallucination, so it will divide it into multiple tokens. So converting every word into the token means into their root word is nothing but tokenization. That's a different thing. That is backend story of models or any other thing. Does AI work on probability? Yes, AI work on probability. Everything is probability about AI. It does not know the exact answer. It always just try to predict the most accurate answer as per your asking. That is how it works. Okay, make sense? Now, Microsoft Copilot in companies. How does Microsoft Copilot can be used? So those who do have Microsoft Copilot means who do have access to Excel 365 or maybe Microsoft 365 and they have premium Copilot, you will see that you can use Copilot everywhere. It is available on all the tools, whether you are using PowerPoint or you are using whatever you are using. So there you just simply ask some questions and it will try to answer very easily. So here, for example, you see here also you have Copilot. I don't have paid version of Microsoft Excel, so it will ask me to do that. But if I had, instead of going to any other tool and then asking question, here itself I can ask, can you write me a DAX formula? Can you just create a visual? Whatever. Here in this Copilot itself, I could have used. So similarly, Microsoft has integrated Copilot to its all services, to all its products. You have Copilot in Word, you have Copilot in PowerPoint, you have in Excel, you have in Power BI. So it can be used everywhere, whatever problems you are working upon. So yes, you can explore Copilot as well. Make sense? Okay, so you just need to learn the art of asking questions to any AI tool, whether you use inside Excel or you use outside Excel, it's up to you. For example, if I select this data and let's say you have Microsoft 365. So you see, this is simple option I can see. This is my data. If you click on this data analysis tab, it will ask, what do you want to analyze? It is already giving you some insights, but these are not enough for you. You want to write your own insights. Maybe display average salary. Click enter. It is telling you average salary is 50,000. Do you want to create a pivot table? You can just click on insert pivot table and it is going to insert a new pivot table. That is how it works. If you click on insert pivot table, it will just create a pivot table. And this is your average salary. No, it is not free in free version. If you have paid version, then only it is free. Okay, but no need to buy. That is what I am saying. You can use ChatGPT, you can use any tool. They all can provide you all the help, whatever you need. You just need to ask the right set of questions. Okay. Now this is a new tool which is Whisper Flow, and it can be used, it can be installed. So mainly it is used to convert your voice to text. So it is also an AI application. So you can install to any system. I have wrote the minimum requirement as well. So see, it is like world of AI tool. If you want to create an AI application, and if you are good in Python, you will be able to create AI applications. Even these AI tool by themselves will show you all the path. Just for example, let's say, let me ask this only. If I say act as an act as a AI app builder, I'm not writing the whole scenario in detail, just in short. Can you give me a step by step approach to build a chatbot? So I am using this AI to create another AI tool. Step by step approach. Clearly define the chatbot's purpose. It is asking you first, you help him with this, then decide the type of chatbot. So if you provide these type of information, it is going to help you. User question, send to LLM, get response, show the answer. That is a basic flow. It has given you some coding as well. So if you don't understand this coding, you will not be able to work. And this is how it is going to work. Make sense? Yeah, this is what I wrote. Very simple prompt I wrote, but you need to write it in very much detail. This is a straightforward prompt, but you need to write a proper prompt which speak about your target audience, which tells you what situation you are solving with an AI tool and how much knowledge you have on Python. So if you provide that much context to any AI tool, they are going to provide you more structured approach. Are we clear, guys? Always longer prompts are better. Shorter prompts are not better. It's like you are teaching a kid. It's like you just take yourself. You are a human. You are smarter than an AI tool. What do you think? If I tell you Python in 2 lines, will that be better? Or if I tell you in 5 lines, that would be better. So same goes with tool also. So tool also understands more context. So when you provide them more context, they help you better. Make sense? So I think this is all we have for today's session, guys. Even still, if you have some answer, if you still have some questions, of course, you can just drop those queries using the Google form link. So me or some other trainer will be taking up these Q&A sessions and are going to help you with your queries. Okay, great. So don't just take it as otherwise. Do join all these Q&A sessions. So by hearing someone else's doubts, maybe you also learn something new every day. But treat it as a Q&A session only. Okay, guys. So I just wish you all the very best and do submit your feedback before you leave. And let's meet in the next session, hopefully. And let's learn some new things again. Great. Just be working and don't lose hope. Always be active and always make mistakes. Try to find or rectify them. Okay. Good night, guys. And yeah. what do we say? Happy Christmas. Bye bye.